Yo, and welcome back to the channel from paradise, Nosy Be Island. What a beautiful day. Don't know why I haven't been down that beach lately. I should be sitting there right now, enjoying the waves, enjoying the sun. But no, I'm here thinking about my end of life plan. So, how long have I got left to live? That's the question. How long's this boy got left to live? That's an even better question. Hopefully, he's going to survive this tree because he's got a long fall. Yeah, end of life plan. Always best, I think, to work out your end of life plan. If I said to you, how long have you got to live? What would you say? I think most people would be like, that's a strange question. That's a really strange question. Like, what do you mean, how long have I got to live? Well, ask yourself, how long really have you got to live? Because you can't work out financial planning for life, can you? Unless you know how long your life's going to be. My life, I reckon I'm 48 years old now. I reckon I've got another 42 years. So, if I've got 42 years left, maximum, I'll be 90 in 42 years' time. Now, obviously, I've smoked for quite a long time. So, I think I should knock off a few years for that. So I'm going to knock off 5 years for that. Also, I live in Madagascar, and age in Madagascar, life expectancy is a lot lower in Madagascar than it is in the West. So I'm thinking that maybe I should knock another 5 years off for living in Madagascar, which gives me another 32 years to live when I'll be 80. So my expected year of death is probably around 2046 to maybe 2056. So anyway, by the time I'm 90, I'm not gonna care too much about bills, about travel, about anything. I'm just gonna be wanting to be sitting in the armchair, minding your own business, having a cup of tea and a cigarette, maybe. Probably not a cigarette, but I probably want a cup of tea. And a cup of tea doesn't cost a great deal of money, does it? So, I need to work out how much I spend per year. And at the moment, I spend around £15 on my living costs. £15,000 a year. Obviously, I'd like a little bit of a better quality of lifestyle. So let's up this amount to, say, 36,000. Now, if I've got £36,000 a year, I can live like a king in Madagascar. Absolute king in Madagascar with 36,000. It's more than enough. I mean, that's everything. That's literally nice house with a swimming pool, paying the bills, feeding other people, nice food, supermarket shops, foreign travel, nice car, little motorbike. It's happy days. It's everything I need in life. So, if we go off £36,000 a year to live, then realistically I can live on 5% of my net worth for 32 years and I'll still have my net worth intact when I die. So 36,000 times 20 years is £720,000. So if I've got £720,000, I can live on 5% of the 720, giving me 36,000 a year. So basically, my figure that I need to retire is 720,000. Not bad at all. In fact, I've already hit that figure. I've probably more than doubled that figure, to be honest with you. So I'm there. The reason I'm doing this, the reason I've got guys up in trees, cutting trees down, is because I want a swimming pool, innit? I want a swimming pool here, right where these boys are stood. Have I got the money to buy a swimming pool? Well, maybe, somewhere. Invested in something, and just have to sell one investment to buy another. And an investment in a swimming pool where I can come and have a little swim every day. That's a nice investment, isn't it? What's your number? How old are you going to be when you die? Not something you like to talk about, is it? It's not something that you think about. So there you go, 720 grand. I'm already there, I'm happy. I'm basically financially free, aren't I? £3,000 a month. It's plenty. That's all I need. I'd love to know what your retirement figures and how much money you think you need to retire is. But the way to get there faster is obviously spread your eggs. You need to buy simple rental properties that are reasonable prices that you can rent out for a nice yield. Let's say a 5% yield. If you aim for 5% yield properties, that's good. You're not going to find it with £1 million apartment, but a £100,000 house, 3-bedroom house in the UK, and yeah, it's possible to get a £100,000 house in the UK and rent that out for £750 a month, which is more than a 5% yield, more like probably an 8% yield. Invest in tax-efficient USA stock market portfolio, or SIP, or UK stock market portfolio, an ISA. That's the way to go. You need to find out what tax-efficient ways there are of investing in the country you're in. Now, a lot of them won't have any tax-efficient ways, but if you're lucky, like me, and you're from the UK or you're from America, there is tax-efficient ways to invest. So always look into that. Always buy to hold. This is something that I can't preach enough. Don't be buying things to sell in a couple of years. If you're going to buy something, buy it to hold, especially when it's property or big stock portfolios of quality companies. But if you want to invest for your future into good quality companies, you want to be buying the big names: Nike, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, companies that you're pretty certain are going to be there when you retire. Ones with a little dividends, nice as well. So over the next years before you retire, the dividend's going to grow in that company, and you're going to be able to cash in on that dividend every month. It'll pay for your bills. That's the plan. Like I say, spreading your eggs means just that. Don't risk it like 100% Bitcoin or shitcoin or 100% gold, or I'm going into Tesla, buying Tesla with everything I've got. Yeah, sure, Tesla's a good company. Sure, gold's a good investment. Bitcoin's doing very well. Nobody's ever lost with Bitcoin, and if they've held it for at least 4 years, nobody's ever lost. That's pretty good. But doesn't mean that you can't lose. So spread your eggs. You need some stock market portfolio. You need some properties. You need a little bit of gold. You need a business of your own or a little side hustle. You need some savings for rainy days. You've got to learn to value your time. Learn to delegate as well. Plan your life year by month by day on paper. Create a stream of income that pays while you sleep. These are all good things to do. I mean, all my income streams, my main income streams, they pay me while I sleep. I don't do anything. Like all my properties say, property's not a passive income stream. That's not true passive income. It's not true passive income if you're doing all the work yourself. You're going around knocking on the door, collecting the rent, fixing the broken pipe, getting up at 3 a.m, fixing the toilet for the tenant. Then yeah, it's not a passive income. But if you've got an agent that deals with everything, then it's 100% passive income. And I've got agents that deal with everything for me. Apart from my car park, and there's literally nothing to deal with my Liverpool car park. It's literally I do 3 invoices a month, and that's about it. It takes me roughly 3 minutes a month to get my income out of that. You need to hold small cash reserves. Obviously, the more money you've got, like I've got money in stock accounts, I've got money in savings accounts, I've got money in property. So I'm not that worried about, like, I'm not going to lose my job. I don't have one, yeah? So I'm not going to have to go looking for a new job in a month or two's time. I'm not going to have no salary for 3 months because my money's not salary, it's drawings that I draw myself off my assets and off my incomes that I make. So I don't have a lot of cash reserves, but I've probably got like £10,000 cash reserves at the moment, something like that. But realistically, you should have around about 3 months living costs, they say. Put it in a high interest current account paying, or a savings account, that's instant access, paying like 5% at the moment, would be the best bet on that, in my opinion. Don't worry about what others think. There's a big one, like always worrying about the Joneses next door. What car have they got? Oh, they got a new BMW. Oh, we better get a new BMW then. Don't worry about anything that other people think about what you're doing. Just do what you're doing. That's a good idea. You don't need the Rolex to impress. You don't need any of that. Stick to the plan. Long-term plan. Buy to hold. You buy a property, you hold it for like 20 years, 30 years. Hold it to retirement. Give it to your kids. Give it as legacy property. Whatever you fancy. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be holding things long. You can flip properties. You can flip bits of land. You can flip houses to get a bit of extra coin. But when you settle on a property that's going to be pure about your future income, your pension, your retirement, they're for holding long. Opium. Opium's fantastic. Not that type of opium, although it is probably fantastic. Never tried. But opium, other people's money. You need to use other people's money. Now, credit cards at 30%, that's not a good idea to use other people's money, borrowing credit cards. Never a good plan. Oh, what's happened here? Got a mango there, nice juicy mango. He's getting it down slowly. But at a good rate, like obviously, if inflation's 10% and you can borrow at 5%, then that's a good deal. Then you're making good profits there, aren't you? If you can borrow at 5% on a mortgage and rent out to a tenant at 10%, then it's a good deal. So be careful about what you borrow and how much you borrow. Don't over leverage yourself. Don't go borrowing 95% just because you can on a mortgage. I'd always tend to try and put like at least 20% down on a loan like that, on a long-term bank loan like that. And also, the good thing about borrowing money off a bank is the bank's just interested in the interest rate they're setting. They're not interested in the property appreciation. So that's yours entirely. So say you put 25% into a property and the bank puts 75%, you're going to get 100% of the appreciation. You'll also get 100% of the loss if you buy the wrong property or you sell because the property's going down. Don't do that. The property goes down, hold it, rent it, it'll come back up. Properties always tend to come back up, especially in the West. Stick to what you know. Stick to the things you know. Don't get into something brand new. I've got people contacting me on YouTube all the time saying, I want to start a bar. I want to start a beach bar. Have you ever run a beach bar? Do you know anything about the brewery business? They're like, nah, just that's what I'm going to do though. I'm going to sell everything and I'm going to buy like €250,000 bar. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm like, oh, why is the person selling it? I don't know. I think they said they don't want to do it anymore. That's a bit strange. Be careful, yeah? Be careful. Stick to what you know. I stick to property. I stick to the stock market. And that's it. That's pretty much all I stick to. I do have a bar myself, Discotheques. I know that business. And at the moment, I'm gonna fix my bar in Tuliar in the south and sell it. It's more of a property business than a bar business at the moment. So I'm going to sell that. I might get another bar in the future because it is good profit, especially where I live. You can make a nice profit and there's very little tax to pay. And I like little tax bills. I do. Associate with the right people. You've got to associate with the right people. If you're not associating with the right people, then you're not going to get very far in life. You're only as good as the people that you associate with. Associate with morons, you're going to be a moron. Simple as that. They say like you're the middle person out of 5 people, 5 friends, you're the middle person of the 5. So there you go. I try and associate with better quality people, more intelligent people, people like my YouTube, can't even say it, my YouTube subscribers. You guys. Build a team around you. You need a team. You've got to have the right team. This is an accountant, a solicitor. You need the right people. So build a team around you so you've got all the contacts there right at your fingertips. You can just pick up the phone and say, got a problem, needs sorting. How do I do this? Yeah. Build a business, a side hustle. I'm sure that most people watching this video have got a job. Job stands for just over broke. Don't be there, don't stay there, move on. Get a side hustle, start a business, and maybe you can give up your job if your side hustle or your business does better than expected. Even if it doesn't, you're gonna have a second income, aren't you? Which is nice. I try and spend 50% of what I earn and invest 50% of what I earn for the future. That's what I do. If you can get to that stage, you're never going to be poor. In fact, you're going to be one of the wealthiest people that you know, basically, if you do that. If you can do that for 10 years or something like that, invest 50% of your income. Happy days there, like, happy days. What's going on down here? Hey, sand. Oh, look at that little French car, that little Renault 4. Can't believe people love driving around in them, like, they are crap. What else? What else we got, like? Oh, you could build your credit rating. It's always a good thing to build your credit rating. My credit rating's back to 999 now. It's top. It's very, very good. In fact, it's just a little below 999 because I'm not on the electoral roll in the UK. So I'll lose about 12 points, I think, for that. But I can basically get any loan I want. I can get a mortgage, I can borrow money, I can get credit cards, overdrafts, anything I want, which is handy. So maybe I'll build my credit rating a little bit more by getting it on the electoral roll on one of my properties in the UK. I'll have a maximum score. And then I might, if the rates drop, buy another mortgage. I don't want to buy another house at the moment. Not unless it's the absolute perfect deal that I can make a nice yield on. But at the moment, you're looking around 5% yields, really, off properties. So I don't think I'll be buying a property this year. Maybe late on next year if the rates come down a bit and the property prices don't go up too much. Some people say that you should work in one country, invest in another country, and play in another country is the way to do it. Me, I invest in America, I work in Madagascar, I play in Madagascar, and I invest in the UK as well. So really I've got 2 out of 3. And I'm happy with that. I bet P. Diddy wishes he invested in one country, played in another, instead of playing in Michael Jackson's basement. Anyway, enough of that. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.